Welcome back, and joining us on the show now is Krishnendu Sayta. He's partner Shri Commodities. Krishnendu, hi. Good to have you on the show. And you know, it has been the government persistently trying to ensure that the pulses prices do not go higher. I mean, it's not all of them, but urad and tuar clearly are a couple of pulses which have continued to rise. But having, seen all the steps that the government has taken until now, would you say it really hasn't had much impact on the ground?
Hi, good afternoon, Manisha, to you and your viewers. When we specifically talk about tuar, we've had a significant shortage this crop year. You have been covering the story since February, and the government has continuously been engaging the industry and the trade and the farmers to understand what is the supply and demand shortage when it comes to tuar. Because it's an agricultural commodity which has been in significant shortage this year, there is not much that could be done. Yes, this step was expected by the trade. It was a question of when and not if. I'm happy at a personal level that this was done in the time of June. It would have been better if it was delayed by another 15 or 30 days, because the farmer would have decided on seeding for the new crop year. And we would have encouraged the farmer to seed more. But yes, the prices of tuar and urad are at very good remunerative levels for the farmer. If we have a good monsoon, we will expect a good harvest in the coming crop year.
But how do you look at the government steps and measures? Because, as I said, they haven't had much impact on the prices, whether it was warning to begin with. I mean, I know we were talking back then as well when the Food Secretary spoke to the traders, warning them. And then we saw being told the traders, importers rather, wholesalers being told to inform on the portal the stock limit, the holding, the importers being told to not keep it longer than 30 days. All of that has no impact, even on the weekend for that matter. Saturday, Sunday also we saw prices gain up yet again.
Yes, Manisha ji, you are right. And we spoke about this in February in Mumbai when we met and we did a panel discussion in person, if you remember. The issue is supply and demand always rules the market. Government can nudge the trade, government can nudge the farmer to a certain extent. But like we spoke in February, S&D is the main rule of the market when it comes to agricultural commodities. The government has intervened, but because the S&D has been so skewed in this crop year, there is not much that could be done when it comes to tuar. Yes, you are very right that within hours of the notification on Friday, the market corrected by about 4 or 5 rupees a kilo for tuar and urad. However, because the S&D is so skewed for tuar, even on a Saturday and Sunday when markets are usually closed, Mondays are usually closed, the market rallied in the reverse again. So we're seeing maybe prices higher than what it was before the notification on Friday as of this morning.
So, Krishnendu, how big is this a concern? As you said, the sowing is quite nearby. The monsoons have not even seen an onset. It's an El Nino year as well. How are you looking at all of these concerns and the pulses as a sector along with it?
Manisha ji, when we talk about, let me go one step back and give you a broader picture on all the pulses. When we talk about all pulses, not just tuar and urad, India as a country, we are comfortable when it comes to our S&D. When you look at masoor and chana, both of these are rallying currently below the MSP. So when another pulse goes excessively higher, beyond what I would say is the common man's comfortable budget for spending for tuar and urad, tuar will especially have some demand destruction, demand substitution. Urad will not have a demand substitution because that is a separate commodity. So when we talk about tuar, the consumer is very smart. He will at some point switch to the cheaper available pulse, which in this case, when you refer to masoor, which maybe ex mandi is 3 to 4 rupees below MSP, chana, which is maybe 5 rupees below MSP. Both are rallying currently below MSP levels. So yes, there is an alternate availability, an alternate source of protein for the Indian consumer in the months ahead. Yes, tuar is short, and we will have some pain points over the next 2 months until the African tuar is available in the market. When we talk about urad, our new crop will be available in September. There is ample stock available in Myanmar at this moment of time. We anticipate between 3 to 4 lakh tons. However, both India and Myanmar trading communities are watching as to where the Indian monsoon and what the Indian seeding numbers are. It all depends on what those seeding numbers are and how the trade will react going forward.
Sure.
Both
Krishnendu,
crops had good price points.
My question also is that, while of course we know that the fundamentals are strong, we are looking at lower crop in India, abroad as well. There also are conversations about on how the trade is holding on to these pulses and in some sense inflating prices even more from where they should be.
Manisha ji, yes, that has been the government's concern. However, from what information we get from the trade, there is no significant hoarding when it comes to tuar. When we talk to millers, their experience and their feedback is that they're running today on an output maybe of 50 plus minus percentage of their normal production numbers. Millers are running hand to mouth because of the price rally, because tuar is every day going more and more expensive. So when it comes to within India, we at the private level and at an association level, we keep advising the trade, please give your correct and accurate numbers to the government. Please do not hold, because that is not in anybody's interest, whether it's the trade, whether it's the government, whether it's the farmer. Udar, there is some availability in other origin in Myanmar, which we will see, and that will ease the supply concerns.
Okay. All right, Manisha, thanks very much for taking us through that conversation. We need to take a short break with the news that the markets are quite stable. 18,600 on the Nifty is currently being held. A little bit of a come off, but nothing really to write home about. Take a break. More on the markets once we're back. Stay tuned.